I'd put that in my adjustments. I like the cover 2 man. I like to keep that in there. My third play, cover 2 is okay, but I would say my next favorite play would be the LB cross 3 show 2. Now, this trick here is an old trick, but it's a good one. It's something I've put out multiple times over multiple years.
Just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. On second down, it's Jones. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Running right, Jones. And he's into the clear.
Oh, boy,
Touchdown, Cowboys.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs.
Good shit, fellas. Good shit.
Because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Well, now how about this return?
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a dump off here complete. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second and 11 now. Throwing now is Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Open space inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Lance going to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop.
Which hearing on the marijuana opportunity reinvestment and expungement act has been more that if the committee approves it, the full House is expected to vote on the bill, which would federally decriminalize cannabis and remove it from the Controlled Substances Act by Friday. The legislation not only creates opportunities for U.S. cannabis companies and their stocks, but could plant the seed for Canadian-based companies to finally enter the market on a federal level. Several Canadian cannabis stocks popped last week after the expected vote was announced. Tilray seeing a near 41% gain since March 23rd. The vote announcement was made midday March 24th. So let's bring in Tilray's chairman and CEO Erwin Simon to find out, I guess, what would happen if it does pass. Now, Erwin, we've seen this movie before. Back in 2020, a similar bill was passed by the House, and then it kind of just sort of went kaput with the Republican-led Senate. This time around, what's your over-under on whether it might pass all the way through?
Oh, shit.
So good afternoon, Liz, and nice to see you.
Good shit.
I think my over-under is, I'm not totally sure if it will get through,
All right, we
but it
fucking
makes
up.
so much sense. Our lawmakers are sitting there in Washington. Here we are as Biden looks to increase tax on so-called billionaires. But this here is so important. Number one, from the Safe Bank Act in regards to, institutional shareholders want to buy cannabis stocks. We've traded, mostly the last couple of weeks over 100 million shares. It shows they want to own stocks. Institutions want to own these stocks. In regards to the MORE Act, in regards to decriminalization and social justice, it's really important part of the social
Good tackle.
There's people sitting in jail today because of cannabis laws that are outdated, and we got to change 100%. In regards to full legalization, we just saw where Walmart decided not to sell cigarettes anymore, which is great. You know, there's about $65 million worth of tobacco sold in the U.S. And if you look at tax dollars, the opportunities for tax dollars to come into
come up, baby.
The IRS or come into the world here is so important. In Canada alone, $18 billion of tax dollars have come in over the last 3 years. And you think about the reduced gas tax that's happening out there, the reduced, taxes on tobacco. What a great way if they legalize cannabis for an opportunity to pick up all those tax dollars.
Well, it's almost two pieces here. I'm glad you brought up the tax implications because from a political standpoint, it's a win-win. It would bring in so much revenue on a federal level. I'm interested to know what it would mean for your company, Tilray. Have you sort of modeled for how much in taxes you might be having to pay when it comes to this if it's were federally approved?
It's on me.
The industry today by 2030, if full legalization happened, would be a $100 billion industry. If you look in Canada today, they pay about 28% excise tax. So you can do the math. What's 28% of $100 billion? So the opportunities is not only the tax dollars, it's the jobs it's created. In Canada, there were $6 billion of infrastructure built. So what does it do for Tilray? Tilray is one of the largest cannabis companies in the world today, if not the largest. I'm up in Ontario today at our cannabis facilities, and we have about 2.5 million square feet of cannabis grow. Just think in regards to free trade, what we can do in regards to growing cannabis here and shipping it into the U.S. like we do into Europe and places like that. In regards to, expertise, we've been doing this now for 3 years in adult, recreational, and medical. What it would mean for us is we could take our expertise in growing cannabis in regards to our medical cannabis research and regards to exporting into the U.S.
MedMen is a company that here in the United States you've taken an investment in for convertible bonds. This is interesting to me because they already have more than 24 storefronts in the states where it is legal. Because, of course, for those of you who don't really understand how this is working, federally, weed is not legal, so you can't have cross-border transactions and money moving across borders. But here on the map, you can see which states have legalized it. MedMen is in those states, so it's almost as if it were legalized on a federal level. You immediately have storefronts, correct? But what other kind of build-out are you planning if it becomes legal eventually?
So, good question. If legalization did happen, we own notes of MedMen, which would convert to owning about 25% of MedMen. MedMen is like Apple in the cannabis world. There's 25 stores. It's a great brand. And, we did this deal in September in the midst of doing a lot with MedMen right now. In regards to other things we would do, Liz, we would acquire or look to, do something with other MSOs in the U.S. We have the balance sheet, we have the know-how, and we also have a major spirits business in our Sweetwater Brewery and our Breckenridge Bourbon, which we would look to do with infused drinks. And we have, like our alcohol drinks today, we have our distribution system. So we have a great spirits business, we have a great infused drinks business. And the most important thing is this here. We're ready to jump in now. It's not going to take us 3-4 years. The other thing is, too, we are really, really good at from a regulatory and quality standpoint. And that is important. If we're going to do anything in cannabis, that you got good regulations, you got good quality, and you got good processes out there. And Tilray is ready to do that.
Yeah, and for those who are not for legalization, there is a part of the in essence, that takes a tax from the weed companies and helps when it comes to
Good shit.
Again, we want to get over our skis on this. I know you're a great skier, but we'll be watching because right now they're still in a recession. They're still in.
You often get engaged
what am I saying? They're meeting, they're going to do this after dinner, recess.
Liz, our politicians got to listen to their constituents. Like I said before, 63% want adult use, 90% want medical. We didn't talk about the medical opportunities here. So, our representatives got to listen to what the constituents want out there. They want this legalized. They want the safe bank or the more accurate full legalization to happen.
They'll try to run this one in.
Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's great to see you, too.
Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs
Canada's had a complicated history in the United States.
That is only true in Latin.
Elliott Goodwin, PAT. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Rush. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Rush. And that'll be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back to back.
Okay, yeah, good defense.
Americans saying it should be legal for medical use, including nearly 6 in 10 Americans favoring legalization for both medical and recreational.
Ah, you dropped it. Good shit.
The legalization advocates think the government may be on its way to descheduling the drug after 50 years of it being criminalized at the federal level. Here's how the U.S. ended up with a web of contradictory marijuana policies, and where the law might be headed from here.
Fielding just inside the 20.
There's been a lengthy history of cannabis in the United States that has generally followed 2 tracks, medical and recreational. By the late 1800s, there were a wide number of medicinal uses for cannabis. People used it as a pain reliever, to treat nausea, and even to soothe the gums of teething babies.
Its role as a recreational substance is about 120 years old when migrants came to
Blaze up, coach.
Porfirio Diaz in Mexico
We got him.
to the U.S. and started settling along the U.S.-Mexico border.
Migrants were able
2,
to
3
recognize
plays.
cannabis's use as a recreational substance, which was very different than how
To
Americans
begin
had
their
been
next
using the drug.
possession.
And of course,
And with
this
8
becomes a
seconds on the
huge
clock,
issue,
really not a lot of
as
time
it
to
is
try to
a
put
minority
anything together.
population that is currently being demonized.
During this period, nearly every state west of the Mississippi River passed anti-marijuana legislation. And
Shit.
by 1933, about 30 states had outlawed marijuana for
Ain't shit,
non-medical
Dragon.
use. Congress passed
Ain't shit,
a
Dragon.
law that addressed recreational marijuana use in 1937 called the Marijuana Tax. It didn't specifically outlaw cannabis. Instead, it required anyone who grew, distributed, or used marijuana to register with the federal government and pay a small tax.
What essentially that allowed the federal government to do was to collect the names and identifying information of everyone who's involved in this trade.
Good shit.
Eye on them.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with a Bucs out
In the
in front.
1940s,
As we
World
send
War
your
II
Stones
became
throw away
patriotic.
cross-eyed
The military used it to create rope and other useful materials. With the end of the war, measures to crack down on weed ramped up again, and with the counterculture of the 60s, it became a symbol of protest. When Richard Nixon entered the Oval Office in 1969, he made drug prohibition one of his main priorities, culminating in the Controlled Substances Act of 1970, which created a scheduling system for drugs. The system is based on 2 criteria: the drug's medicinal value and the drug's potential for abuse. Schedule 1 drugs are considered to have no medical value and high potential for abuse. The legislation gave the control of determining which scheduled drugs should fall under to Nixon's Attorney General John Mitchell, rather than to a doctor such as
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
Good shit. You see something.
in the 1960s. When they tried to
Yeah,
give
let's put some life to it there.
they had a hard time convincing Congress that was where it should go. In order to reach an agreement with Congress, they said they would form a commission to study marijuana in the U.S. Nixon and Mitchell subsequently classified marijuana as a Schedule I drug, alongside heroin, LSD, and ecstasy, while the commission, which came to be known as the Schaefer Commission, set about studying...
Come on, man, I need you to go upfield, baby.
Determining after a 2-year examination of marijuana users that the drug did not cause the concerned side effects such as a lack of motivation or increased aggression. Nixon refused to accept these findings and kept marijuana classified as a Schedule I drug. But the Commission's report didn't go unnoticed. It became available to the public, and many activists took it upon themselves to work to decriminalize the drug at the state level. Between 1973 and 1978, a dozen states across the country decriminalized marijuana, essentially making possession of up to ounce of cannabis the equivalent of a fucking definition. But the decriminalization came to a crossroads.
Oh, Rush, come on now, bruh. Ooh, and you missed the tackle. Good shit. We ain't tripping. We got weed. We ain't expecting to win either. Damn, Rush. Come on, baby. That was an easy throw.
First state to legalize cannabis for medical use, and in 2012, Colorado and Washington became the first states to legalize marijuana for adult recreational use.
I'm sure we're gonna have some technical difficulties now.
Major wins for the legalization movement in 2020. The Congress of the federal and state laws pose challenges to cannabis businesses operating legally at the state level. One of the biggest issues
Alright,
is
let me see.
access to banking services, as well as the inability to get loans. Anyone running a legal cannabis business,
Gotta get your head back in the game, boy.
criminal at the federal level. That means banks, including state credit
Oh,
or
yeah.
at least the federal regulators deciding that the financial institutions are violating money laundering laws. This means multi-million-dollar businesses have to function logically as
Almost.
a big shift from the cannabis age decree when the Justice Department in 2013 issued what is referred to as the Cole Memorandum. The memorandum provided a set of criteria for states operating recreational and medical cannabis programs, such as preventing death.
Y'all let him get that off.
When accessing cannabis products. The Department of Justice had a policy that if states could meet these standards, it would not enforce federal marijuana law in those
Can't let him get that off, fellas. Come on now.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions during President Donald Trump's administration rescinded the Cole Memorandum.
For the rescission of the Cole Memorandum, every single U.S. attorney in each state actually...
Ooh, wait, Rush. Another pick six. He gone. Rush, what the fuck, boy?
This team wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And I told you to throw it low. Good game. This is a wrap.
Center found after analyzing data from the FBI that 4 in 10 U.S. drug arrests in 2018 were for marijuana offenses. A 2020 ACLU
The league is terrible. We still made the playoffs. This might have killed us though. We can forget this game, boy.
Despite the two groups using the drug at the same rates. Between 2010 and 2018, marijuana arrests in the United States tended downward slightly, but rebounded at several points. As of 2018, the national downward trend appears to have leveled off, even as the number of states that have legalized marijuana has increased. But it's the Perez is the National Affairs Director for the Drug Policy Alliance, a non-profit that advocates for complete legalization of marijuana.
It continues to be one of the main drivers of drug arrests, marijuana possession that is, and marijuana use. It continues to be a driver of deportation. It's a major criminal justice issue that really has lifelong consequences.
Wide, keep wide.
Recreational use. Kevin Sabet is the president and CEO of Smart Approaches to Marijuana, a non-profit organization that supports the commercialization and non-medical legalization of marijuana.
So I think there's been a false dichotomy.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far.
Everything is slow down territory from here on out, fellas.
So from the 39
and I think the reality
come up
is there
on
are
first
far more
and 10.
innovative, cost-effective, interesting policies that frankly are much more real and don't fall into the trappings of either criminalizing
Too wide.
certain groups that are disproportionately affected, or on the other hand, glamorizing, normalizing, and commercializing today's very high potent marijuana, sold by big tobacco and big alcohol and big pharma. We also know how that ends with those industries violating marijuana foods.
We think that in order to really have a framework around drug policy that's built in equity, we need to account for the legalization component, because legalization often means that you're regulating the drug. So deep crime is great, sure, but I think full legalization is really how we get at issues surrounding equity.
I personally think our goal should be to discourage use, not encourage use. It's hard to discourage use if there's a hot shot around the corner and someone just nicely looking at glamorous items that promise the world and make it feel, etc. I think people need to realize that the interest that big tobacco and big alcohol have in the marijuana industry, this isn't about Cheech and Chong or mom and pop stores. This is about a major industry that is being taken over by the alcohol industry and by the tobacco industry. So I just don't see how this is going to be helpful for anybody with these big interests take over.
You almost picked that too? Wow, come on now.
Not only remove marijuana from the list of controlled substances, but would also address criminal justice reform by allowing states to
Man, I'll do that shit, Lord.
marijuana convictions. The legislation would also tax the marijuana industry in order to fund social programs that would invest
That block.
communities that have been most impacted by marijuana prohibition. And the taxes would also provide support to underrepresented communities trying to enter the cannabis industry. Even if marijuana legalization and decriminalization seem like bipartisan issues at the ballot box,
Oh man, good game.
the more acts passed,
That's crazy, boy. You blew it.
Perfect second half and down 3 scores. The lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Fucked him up too. Oh well.
They are reluctant to impose a 5% and an 8% tax, and then there are various aspects
he'll take this one only up to
that
about
they
his
would
13-yard
want
line.
to amend.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The more I put it the regular session because it's so controversial. So it was passed during the lame duck session, but I don't really see this as having much momentum going forward with the new Congress. There are still many Democrats that are uneasy with the idea of the MORE Act. And I think there are ways where we can decriminalize marijuana without opening up what the MORE Act
And they won't be
which
able
is
to run
creating
another play.
a
Time has
huge
expired.
for-profit industry.
On
It
this
was
third
pure,
quarter,
unadulterated
we'll return with more after
for-profit,
this
really
break.
irresponsible,
You're watching the
reckless,
NFL
full
on
legalization
EA
of high
Sports.
THC products. So I don't really see it going forward further than it already has.
The MORE Act is not expected to be taken up by the Senate this term, but Perez still thinks the passage of the bill in the House sets a precedent for policy advocacy going forward.
We knew that this would, there's no way that this is going to go through the Senate this year, but that wasn't the goal. The goal is to have a marker bill where the House of Representatives advocate for the legislation in the country where they're in. Also, they wanted to just let it be known that if it's not the MORE Act, if it's less than that, it's just not a marijuana bill that Congress should be wasting their time on.
President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris might disagree on marijuana policy. Biden has said that he is in favor.
Bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try to pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them on game.
3 of the goal.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with 1st and 10.
I didn't play no sports to get the Rolls Royce. I didn't play no sports to keep.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much there.
There's some little different
Maybe
today.
a yard up to the 24.
We're going to be taking a look at one of my good
Sometimes you
friends
just have
here
to
in
give credit
Florida.
to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9.
Drop the knife now! Drop it now!
Hell no.
Short field to work with inside the 15 and the 13-yard
Rush.
interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
He's definitely unraveled.
Second season, he has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Okay, you guys can
2
see
yards
the
on
way
the
I have it,
pickup
but she
there. It'll
basically
be
just
2nd and 8. Not much
threatening
on that
people
run,
with a
Charles.
knife. Okay,
No,
this
that's
is
exactly the way to
this is
execute a run
super.
blitz
This is
there. They guessed
Predator
correctly that
Karen.
they would move the ball
This
on the
is
ground.
Jack the Ripper
honed in
Karen.
on
What
it
do we call
and
Karen
stopped
the
her.
Ripper?
Mark that
Okay,
down
that's
for
her
a
new
win
name.
in
So
the
Karen the
defense's
Ripper
column.
is threatening people with a knife in Walmart.
Another tote for Etienne.
So,
and a short pickup there down to about the 9.
honestly, it's a mental
He'll
disorder.
pick up
Let's
only a
just-
yard
they just
there,
need
and it'll leave him with
put
a
it in
3rd and 7. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway.
And he will find his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Drop it now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Put the knife down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Put it down.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Put it down now.
I mean, clearly something's wrong with her. She's off her meds, or she's on her meds.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move forward here on 2nd and 14.
Put it down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Drop it.
It's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Put it down.
No gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Put the knife down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
I'm sorry, is she pregnant? Or she just got a gut?
So the Cowboys in possession of football here as we get you reset.
Pregnant, or they just have a
Face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
But it looks pregnant, right?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time
These cats out there tackling terrible. Wow. Good shit.
He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
She went full.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Don't you wish I could do this to all the carries in the world? Bro, she just fell out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six.
Got real
And now the
ugly
kick
for
is
us,
away.
fellas.
The return man down to it.
Russ will now be retiring, ladies and gentlemen.
Drop the knife.
Yo, what is baby?
Gotta put the brother back in.
What? Okay. She got on shorts. Sorry guys, I have on t-shirt. She got on these shorts with the zipper in the back because she know they too small, and she got the belt with her little drawers.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Putting the handcuffs on her after she
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackler almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Okay. I don't think she's pregnant. I think she did that.
2nd and 9 now.
Anyway, guys, let me leave a comment.
That'll be caught by the tight end Key.
And yeah,
now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
I've been talking about this, that over there I'm going to be teaching people how to grow on YouTube. I'm not a newbie on here. I've been on here for 6 years, and it's a science. It's a formula. There's a way to grow on YouTube. It's not just because you're lucky. Sure, some people get lucky, but it's
from the midfield
not,
strike,
okay?
they'll look to
It's
throw.
not just that. It's
The Buccaneer pressure too much. Down they go. It looks like a
Not
loss
fast.
of 11 there. First down to set them back on second.
Tons of money, thousands of dollars, some millions of dollars. And so if you want to go and learn my strategies, I'm going to be doing channel audits. I'm going to be taking you through different types of niches. I'm going to teach you about titles, all types of things, so that you can learn to grow your channel to give you the best path to success. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Pigeons 420.
Ooh, we still in the playoffs, and we gotta see these motherfuckers again. This song will be alright next time.
This show is brought to you by
Good thing ain't nobody get hurt. We need everybody.
From the base nutrients to the Explode Booster, Dutch Pro USA is bringing you the essentials that all growers need without the extra bottles. Visit Dutch Pro USA or find their products on Amazon.com. And AC Infinity, innovators in the air game, providing state-of-the-art inline fans, tents, and more to the home grower. Visit ACinfinity.com or Amazon to pick up some of their products. And you can save money with any of these brands by checking out the discount codes below in the description. Today, one thing we should talk about is what I've been getting a lot of questions about, more than I probably should, because I feel like I've talked about it a few times, but people must not pay attention. How to grow weed. How to grow weed. No, how to grow tastier weed. How to grow stinkier, tastier bud, man. More terps, more flavonoids. And it seems to be a common thing right now with a lot of the Zazas that are very bag appealy, but not very stinky. And I don't know why that's so common. I'm not sure why this is a common trend, but it seems like people are more stuck on the look. They eat with their eyes, so to speak, than with the nose and the actual flavor. So myself, and I feel like these guys here, we like good flavors. It's a big thing for me. P was a little bit let down on the recent harvest, and it looks pretty. So I'm assuming it's because the flavor's not back in, correct?
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's bland. It's wheat. It's nothing special. As we'll dive into it, the critical stages of flower where you're really packing in some of those terpenes those later weeks. I wasn't able to feed. I was in Vegas living it up, and so yeah, direct impact. It's where does the element of trying to dial in your taste start? Does it start when you plant the seed? Does it start when you're training your plant? Does it start at the beginning of flower? Does it start at the flush? Does it start in the cure? These are things I want to hash out today, try to get behind it all. So
it's a good one. It's a good one.
I think one of the first common misconceptions that we come across is the nutrients that are fed to the plant, right? It's often said that organic fertilizers are going to provide a better terpene profile than synthetic fertilizers. I think we've discussed this on a episode before. That is a myth. There's no. Actually, I just got off.
Nice.
Just finished a episode with Dr. Bruce Bucky